The Ouija board is a tool that some people believe can be used to communicate with spirits or entities from the other side. Important to note that its effectiveness and the nature of the communication are highly debated and not scientifically proven. The concept of the seven seals is often associated with biblical prophecy and the end times, but interpretations may vary among different religious beliefs. The Star of David is a symbol commonly associated with Judaism and is not directly connected to the Ouija board or the concept of seven seals. It is always important to approach such topics with an open mind and to respect different perspectives and beliefs. The Star of David is commonly associated with Judaism. It is a symbol that represents the Jewish faith and the Jewish people. The six-pointed star is formed by two interlocking triangles, which is believed to symbolize the connection between God and humanity, as well as the unity of the Jewish people. The Star of David is prominently featured on the flag of Israel and is often used as a symbol of Jewish identity and solidarity. It seems like you are referring to various religious and apocalyptic concepts. In many belief systems, including some Christian interpretations, there is a belief in the power of God to create wonders and miracles, as well as the existence of evil forces such as the devil, Antichrist, wicked spirits, and demonic souls. The idea of the opening of the seven seals and the revelation of the reality of life is often associated with eschatological events and end-time prophecies. These concepts are deeply rooted in religious beliefs and interpretations. In Christian eschatology, the opening of the seven seals is described in the biblical book of Revelation. It is believed to represent a series of events that will occur during the end times or the final period of human history. The significance of the opening of the seven seals lies in its association with the unfolding of God's divine plan for judgment and redemption. According to the book of Revelation, the opening of each seal reveals a different event or phenomenon. These events include wars, famines, plagues, natural disasters, and the rise of false prophets and persecution of believers. The opening of the seals is seen as a symbol of God's ultimate sovereignty and control over the events of the world. The opening of the seventh seal is particularly significant as it leads to the sounding of the trumpets, which herald further cataclysmic events. It is believed to culminate in the second coming of Jesus Christ, the final judgment, and the establishment of God's eternal kingdom. The interpretation of the opening of the seven seals and its specific events can vary among different religious traditions and scholars. However, the overall significance lies in the belief that these events mark the culmination of human history and the fulfillment of God's plan for the redemption of humanity. The topics you mentioned are diverse and can have different interpretations based on religious beliefs and perspectives. Let me provide you with a brief overview of some of these concepts. 1. Dragon. In Christian symbolism, the dragon is often associated with Satan or the devil. It represents evil, chaos, and the forces opposing God's plan. 2. Devil. The devil, also known as Satan, is believed to be a fallen angel who opposes God and tempts humanity towards sin and evil. 3. God. In Christianity, God is considered the supreme being, the creator of the universe, and the source of all goodness and love. 4. Jesus. Jesus is regarded as the central figure in Christianity and is believed to be the Son of God. He is seen as the Savior who sacrificed himself for the redemption of humanity. 5. Antichrist. The concept of the Antichrist varies among different interpretations, but generally refers to an individual or force that opposes Christ and his teachings. It is often associated with deception and the embodiment of evil. 6. Spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare refers to the concept of battling against evil forces, both spiritual and metaphorical, through prayer, faith, and spiritual practices. 7. One world government. The idea of a one world government refers to the concept of a global political system where all nations would be united under a single governing authority. This concept is often discussed in relation to end-time prophecies and the idea of a new world order. It's important to note that interpretations and beliefs regarding these topics can vary among different religious traditions and individuals. It is always recommended to refer to specific religious teachings and consult with religious authorities for a comprehensive understanding of these concepts. The concept of the Antichrist generally refers to an individual or force that opposes Christ and his teachings. The term, Antichrist, is derived from the Greek words, anti, meaning, against, or, opposite, and, Christ, referring to Jesus. The Antichrist is often associated with deception, rebellion, and the embodiment of evil. In Christian theology, the Antichrist is believed to be a figure who will appear in the end times, before the second coming of Christ. The Antichrist is seen as a false Messiah who seeks to deceive people and lead them away from the true faith. This concept is primarily found in the New Testament, particularly in the books of Daniel, 2 Thessalonians, and the book of Revelation. The specific characteristics and nature of the Antichrist vary among different interpretations and religious traditions. Some believe that the Antichrist will be a single individual who gains political and religious power, while others view it as a symbolic representation of evil forces in the world. It is important to note that interpretations of the Antichrist differ among different Christian denominations and religious scholars. Therefore, it is advisable to